One from Jutsu called Cars 2, explained by a black man. So let's get it.
Speed. 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 Speed.
Really? Your speed? Then Francesco is triple speed. Oh!
He's so getting beat today.
PTSD, mother the big three. Nigga, it's just big me, nigga. Boom! I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack, nigga. Prince outlive Mike Jack, nigga. Boom!
So the movie starts, and we're getting these James Bond vibes. This fool came out the shadows talking about he was looking for a car. Like, no dip, Sherlock. Everybody you know is a car. It's not like there are any humans in this mug anyways. But apparently bro has paid this crab boat to take him to this location. And I don't know what they got going on in here, but tell me why this battleship came out of thin air with the missile launcher ready for any smoke. The crab boat apologizes to Double L Honda back there, but bro was already gone. Then it switches, and he's dangling on the side of the boat like he's the real Peter Parker. So they pull up to this oil rig in the middle of the ocean. Bro hits the zip, and what kind of gadgets these riders done gave these cars? We really got cars out here moving like they doing human tasks. Double O Honda rides up to the side of the oil rig. He gets to the top, and we find out bro's name is Finn McMissile. And whoever bro is trying to communicate with is not hearing the message. Meanwhile, there's a lot of villainous cars scheming something down here in the lot. Like here, Professor Zundap, an infamous weapons designer. The goons opened up the case and it looks just like any old camera, but Zundap tells them it's actually a dangerous weapon. Finn then goes to investigate first.
Shit, that's like a sniper. That look like a sniper. Like, you just take out every car engine and shit. Cause that's what it is. That's what the weapon is. It kind of look like a sniper.
Further and gets spotted after discovering his partner was turned into a Rubik's Cube. So he starts letting off shots and ends up getting surrounded. So he swings away onto the crane and escapes onto one of the main floors. Bro is tearing through these goons, hit him with the oil slick maneuver. And look how long it took bro to hit the water. And I know it must have felt like concrete, because when bro hit the water, he completely dismantled. Finn goes up the roundabout and led all the goons to the helipad, where he seemingly jumped off to his demise. But we know he's a real guru with this spy stuff. Bro converted into a boat and started evading everybody. They all flabbergasted at how bro is still living. Then they shot a dang nuke at dude and thought they got him.
Hey, Professor, he's DEAD. Dead.
Yes, that meddling Honda is finally packed. But dude is indeed not dead and swam off. Then it pans to our favorite tow truck, Mater. He pulled behind this lemon car and hooked him up, taking him back to the city. But when he spots his homie McQueen, bro started tweaking and got dude's rear end getting mighty comfortable with that asphalt. He gets there and they hit a real handshake. All this tire bumping was low-key tough too. And we also get a sudden sad moment as Mater and McQueen reminisce about old Doc Hudson, who passed away between this movie and the first. But now it's time for best friend fun time, and they're getting into all kinds of mischief. But eventually, McQueen has to ditch Mater and go spend time with his shawty Sally. And it's really cool to see how they have rebuilt Radiator Springs into a renowned tourist spot. During Sally and McQueen's dinner, Mater crashes the occasion, but then we see some major news about this oil billionaire, Miles Axelrod, who sold his fortune and has devoted his life to making this renewable clean fuel, supposedly. And he's created the World Grand Prix race to put his new oil on the map. During his interview, they showed this stupidly fast car, Francesco Bernoulli. Somehow the topic of McQueen not racing comes up, and we find out Francesco is a dog. Bro is like, McQueen, is this yours king? I would gap that modified trash cannon to oblivion. Got the Radiator Springs crew heated. Mater had to call in just to talk his ish. Told him how McQueen would really dog bro out in the race. Everyone came in to see what the hype about, and Sally immediately starts salivating when she sees Francesco on the screen. Got McQueen questioning his relationship, like, bro, get your shawty. So McQueen pulls Mater off the line and starts talking his junk too. These fools end up starting a beef and both agree to race in the upcoming World Grand Prix. So everybody gets loaded to head off for Japan for the first race. The car series is definitely still some heat, but it always baffles me when I realize how these are really some living motor vehicles. But they land in Japan and go sightseeing as soon as they touch down. And bro McQueen getting that global glaze. Man's got his own gift shop. Now they at the red carpet, and this event has pulled out all the stops. The venue is bonkers. McQueen tries to hit Mater about how he needs to act around these other cars because bro isn't trying to get embarrassed, but Mater is an embarrassment magnet because they pull up to Francesco and stuff gets started between these two ops. Then it cuts to old Finn pulling up to the spot to do some surveillance. Another agent from a different agency came over to give him a message. She tells Finn that the photos came back negative for that camera being a weapon of destruction. Then she tells bro how they found out who the mastermind is behind that huge oil rig, and an American agent will drop it off by the end of the night. It cuts to Mater, and bro is about to eat a glob of wasabi because he thought it was ice cream. Like, bro. Alright, and the chef was trying to warn him too. You're cooked, buddy. While McQueen getting introduced, Mater came down the ramp like Mike with his tongue out.
Stop it.
That wasabi putting belt to butt on dude. All the cars in the event looking at McQueen like, is he with you? Bro, Mater even started leaking oil. That's like the equivalent of pissing your pants in the human world. So he went to get cleaned up, and what the heck is this bathroom? That mug kind of freaky for real, for real. It locked bro down and started going ham.
Yeah, that part, it kind of, that part looked like, it kind of looked like it just bunch of kinky shit right there, man. Some bondage shit. I don't know what the hell is all this shit going on.
Come on, dude. Then we see that American agent come in to drop the message to Finn, but the goons pulled up on timing and started giving dude CTE. Right before they finna grease old dude, Mater came out and the agent put the beacon onto Mater. Now the whole mission is getting tarnished. The agencies are thinking that Mater is the American agent. He went to tell McQueen that him and that agent got a date tomorrow, but it's really just a rendezvous for the agent to get the information. There's a scene switch to the real American agent, and it's not looking good for bro. They tell bro that the all-in-all Axelrod loves so much has a weakness. Once you hit it with an electrical pulse, it makes car go boom. And that grimy professor, you know what he did? Made the agent go boom. He really should have crashed out before he died because he low-key went outside. It's the next day and time for the World Grand Prix race. Hi folks, it's Brent Mustang Burger with my niggas Daryl Cartrip and David Hobbscap. Today's race is one for the ages. David, could you tell us about it? Yes, Brent. So there will be 3 different courses, which will be for round the house racing. But we all know Francesco will be the winner of these races. And let me pause right here. Like, come on now, David. Get Francesco's exhaust out your mouth. Daryl had to step in to defend the American racing cars like McQueen because these reporters are glazing. Down on the track, McQueen trying to hit his famous pre-race pep talk. But soon as he hit that speed plus speed equals me, Francesco was like... Got McQueen heated. The race starts and McQueen is really moving through these goofies. In another area of the course, we see Finn and Shawty conversing about the rendezvous with Mater later. Low key, whoever designed this racetrack, they was cooking. No cap. I could see this mug being a fire course in Mario Kart. But when that camera zoomed out and I see one of them goons working the visuals, I knew somebody was finna get hoed. He turned up the meter and pop goes the weasel. Miguel Camino is out for the count. During the commotion, the goons spot Mater and go off to stand on business, but Finn and Holly were on it and went to defend bro. She calls Mater and tells him to leave the pits, and Mater still thinks he's heading to a date, but he rides off and Finn is knocking the enemies off one by one. He's too smooth with it. But while Mater is following Holly's directions, he is still on the mic and causes McQueen to sell in the race. Now Francesco done grabbed the lead and wins the first race. So McQueen goes to press Mater afterwards and tells him to lock in before he tweaks out. Now Mater all sad and junk, and the press is on Mouse's bumper, blaming his all-in-all for the spontaneous car combustions. It's the
nigga become a villain doll, become the villain after all this. So just so you know, then the nigga in that green truck, the green van, he's the op the whole time.
Next day, and Mater goes to the airport to try and leave because McQueen is mad at dude, but Finn interrupts and takes bro somewhere they can talk. Finn introduced himself, and during the small talk, Finn spot the goons and takes Mater away to safety. They hop out the window and drive all the way through the airport runway. These sequences of scenes were so cold too. We got missiles, Explosions, guns, fighter jets. This is really straight peak animation for real. But they make it onto the jet and took out all the goons in the process. On the private jet, they revealed the photo of the mastermind behind this whole thing, but come up short because the photo doesn't reveal anything actually, but only some parts that can be tracked. Mater does come in clutch though, telling them whoever the photo is of has gotten their parts replaced. And tell me why no one is asking the real question. Why is nobody legit checking bro? He's clearly not a spy. Now it's off to Paris, and these cars really just giving off that wee wee vibe, you get me? This scenery is low-key kind of tough too. They pull into this underground shopping center, and Finn spots some goons plotting some ish in the gully. But of course, Mater being Mater gets spotted by the ops. So Buddy drives off, and they chasing him down through the street market. He ends up getting tripped, and they take him to the garage. He turns out to be Finn's informant, working with the goons undercover. They show Buddy the photo, and he basically said the same thing as Mater, but also that he's the one who sold Buddy all those new parts. But bro only did business over the phone, so he never got the chance to see him in person. So they deduce that all the goons are lemons, or cars that won't work, as Mater would say, and they all take orders from the lemon overlord who is in this photo. Next stop, Italy, and it's time to make some lemonade. Okay, my bad. Sorry for that joke. It was way funnier in my head. So the plan is to disguise Mater as a tow truck. He will tow in one of the head lemons to infiltrate the venue. Then it pans to McQueen pulling up to Luigi's hometown, all sad and mopey about the Mater situation. So Papa Luigi had to pull him aside to talk some sense into him. Back with Mater, they start putting bro's costume on and take him through the whole John Wick process. Man's got some new paint and they done pulled out the blickies. Now it's time for the next race of the World Grand Prix, and they still grilling Miles. But them people really came
He's a main antagonist, Miles. He's a main antagonist.
to see the duel between Francesco and McQueen, but bro is still down in the dumps about Mater. And this fool Francesco has to be one of the pettiest niggas I've ever seen. This goofy had me rolling every time he trolled McQueen. The race is off, and these fools immediately getting the win down this track. But back at the Lemon venue, they initiate plan Undercover Mater, turning bro right here into a vegetable and sending Mater in to replace him. The old Lemon opened the gate and Mater took him in, and inside they got the function turned up. These old Cadillacs and Lincolns playing blackjack and rolling dice in this mug. So they get the meeting started, and the head lemon isn't even there. Bro had to hop in on a Zoom call because he blew his clutch. So the head lemon proceeded with business as usual and put some fire under these other lemons. He dropped them flat screens down, and what do we know? Another racer done blew her engine. Got these geezers in here cackling. These fools foaming at the mouth watching the racers get shot down. But Holly uses that heat radar to detect the electrical pulse coming from the camera. So Finn drives off towards the cameraman. Bro said, forget the street, and started house hopping. But he eventually got to his destination after parkouring through the streets of Italy as a freaking car. But these lemons are really locked in and had some precautionary measures lined up for dude. So the goons shot another car, causing a major wreck in the race. But McQueen and Francesco could give two chicken knuckles because they kept zooming towards the finish line, and McQueen wins the second race. So with this race being a failure, Axelrod had to halt any racers from using his Allenol fuel. In McQueen's interview, he said he's going to keep using the Allenol, and the lemons were not happy about that. So the head lemon decided he would put a hit out on McQueen and kill him for wanting to use the Allenol. But that freaked Mater out, and he broke his disguise gadget. Now he's back in base form, and when his Siri malfunctioned, he started letting loose on the lemons. And there is no freaking way out of all these shots Mater just let loose, he didn't hit not one of these fools. But hey, that's that Disney magic. But Mater got Hall of Fame luck and escaped by accident to warn McQueen about the lemons. When he landed, the guards weren't with the games though, calling for backup. We have a rust bucket at gate 9, tweaking. But Mater barges in anyway and tries to call McQueen. McQueen ended up spotting his tow, but when he made his way through this paparazzi, the Opto truck was there instead, meaning they done got our boy Mater. The goons take him to this trailer and put him to sleep with the laughing gas. Bro is in his dreams going through an identity crisis, reminiscing on all the times he's been holed this trip, but he wakes up tied to the clock Big Ben. We then see Finn and Holly are also tied up, and while talking, Mater finally reveals he's not a spy. he never claimed to be and been trying to tell them the whole time. Then the Lemons pull up to their sniper spot to shoot McQueen. Down with McQueen, we see he's called the whole Radiator Springs crew to Italy. He just knew something was off when he thought he saw Mater, because he ended up not even going home. Axelrod drives up to thank McQueen for using the Allenall still. The race starts, and look at the Lemons, grinning from headlight to headlight. Preying on these racers' downfall like this is just pure meat eating. As McQueen heads towards Big Ben, the goons heat the laser up, and right before greasing McQueen, he hits a corner getting out of their view, but they say they're gonna move to plan B and just blow that boy McQueen up next time he stops in the pits. So the Lemons leave, and Mater spams his miniguns to break out of the ropes. He plays with death on these clock gears, and Finn tells him to go free McQueen. So Mater drives off, and then Holly locks in for the clutch. She shot her electric ropes and reversed the clock's gears. So they both haul booty to go back up Mater. He warns everyone to get out the pit, but Finn tells Bro that they actually replaced Mater's air filter with the bomb. So Mater runs away from McQueen while Dr. Doofenshmirtz is waiting to press the kill button. But Mater's Siri malfunctioned again and turned his rocket boosters on. Now him and McQueen flying through London like some crash outs. Bro was spamming the button too, and I guess they left the range or something. That's why the bomb didn't work. But everyone is now in pursuit of McQueen, both good and bad. But Finn calls ISO on the professor, and ain't no way Finn letting this Volkswagen drag him down this alleyway. But Bro was a gadget away from calling game. He sent them sticky grenades into the ship, blowing it up. So Finn takes the professor to Mater and them, and they start pressing Bro about the bomb. But in all this panic, they just end up shortening Mater's lifespan to about 3 minutes. But the Lemons surround Bro, and Mater tried to pull out the ultimate weapon, the talk, the sad speech that always makes the villains rethink all their life choices. But this time, it didn't work because they had an all-out brawl in the streets. But these fools get caught in the end, and they still can't figure out how to get this bomb off Mater. But Mater drives off with a plan though. He launches up into the air with McQueen, and they fly all the way back to the main stage where the Queen was. Mater tried to explain the situation, but when everyone seen that bomb, it was locked in. Had the blickies pointed right at Mater's dome. When everyone settled down, Mater pulled a 6'9" and snitched on Miles Axelrod. He explains how it was him the whole time, from leaking oil at the party to the ordering of all the new car parts. Because Mr. Axelrod here is actually a lemon. So Mater pressed Bro and let the shot clock wind all the way down to 1 before Axelrod said deactivate, because he was actually the evil mastermind. So Mater saves the day and gets the honor to become a Knight of London, Sir Toe Mater. Now, not only is McQueen a viral phenom, but Mater is now the savior of London. So Radiator Springs is booming better than ever. They got Mater at the gas station telling the stories to the tourists. We also found out why McQueen didn't explode when the button was pressed. Sarge switched the oil to Fillmore's organic fuel because he never trusted Axelrod from the jump. And a couple hours later, we see the racers from the World Grand Prix lined up for the new annual Radiator Springs Grand Prix. They lined up and took off for the races when it hit green. Mater asked Finn could he keep the rocket boosters, blasting all the way past these fools. This movie is a certified banger, no cap. What y'all think? Hey, JMF, thanks for the support.
Yup. Hopefully he does Cars 3, man. So, yep. That's it. I mean, Cars 2 it was banger. Hopefully he gets Cars 3, because I will do a reaction video. So, what y'all think about this? Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Deuces.